Coach, can you talk a little bit about Marble, and you had seen him 4 years ago in the Virgin Islands, and a lot has changed since then, and kind of what kind of challenges does he pose?
Well, a lot's changed for us. It's amazing. We played Iowa a few years ago in the Virgin Islands, like you said, Shannon. And I'm reading the scouting report. And they still have players that played. You know, I don't think we have any. So it's definitely interesting to see their freshmen and sophomores become juniors and seniors. Marble's a guy that at the two-guard position really posts you. He likes to get to the basket. He loves to use pin downs to curl into the lane and use his size. You know, he's smart. You know, he knows how to use his body, and it's going to be a big challenge for our perimeter players.
Talked about this being a business trip. Can you just talk about that mindset coming in and what kind of statement you guys want to make this week?
Yeah, I think our team's done a good job, especially when we got here with a little bit of late travel. But you know, everyone took it serious. Everyone got here and went to bed early, made sure they were up on time and eating good. And we're also enjoying, you know, the great weather and obviously the great facilities that Atlantis offers. But you know, we're ready to practice, ready to get the games rolling, and we're really excited about tomorrow.
And then what about you guys just heading into this with such tough competition? Not only that, but the fact that teams you might see later this season, and maybe even Tennessee you already played. You know, what's that like going into a tournament like that?
Yeah, we definitely respect Iowa and what they bring, and we understand that, you know, our first game is a very important game to us. We want to, you know, prove to everyone that we are a good team, that we think we are, and you know, we're trying to attack that mindset. Even with everything that's going on around us, you know, there's a lot of people around us. It's a big event for us, and you know, traveling far away from Cincinnati. But yeah, we treat it as a business trip, and we're making sure that we respect our opponents, but also are excited to play.
Coach, is it a bit, not to look past, I guess, Iowa, but is it a bit unusual to head into a tournament like this early in the season where you could potentially play a team that you've already played once this year?
You know, the familiarity in this tournament for Xavier is really odd. I mean, it's great, but I mean, there's so many familiar faces. I mean, to me, this is a weird deal. And I walk down the hallways and see, you know, Jeff Battle of Wake Forest, knowing we got to play those guys. I spent a lot of years there. I turn around and see Ashley Howard, who was on my coaching staff a year ago with Villanova, who's in our conference, playing Iowa, who I just talked about. We played 2 years ago. So, you know, when you have events like this, like the Battle for Atlantis, the best teams in the country want to play in it. And we understand that. Regardless of the familiarity or the teams that we know, coaches, players, our total focus is on Iowa. And it should be, because they're a really good team. They're going to contend for the Big Ten title. We understand that. As Matt said, we're not in fear of it. You know, it's a huge challenge, and we're going to give it our best shot.
Samaje, what have you been most happy with the team for the first 5 games?
Just sticking together. I know Coach Mack, that was a big emphasis. But just to stick together, even like at the beginning of the game, huddle up and talk. Talking was a big key for us too. So
It was, wasn't
yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. Just sticking together and talking. It helped us out a lot. I think we've become a better team.
Has it helped, or I mean, not has it helped you guys, but because you've had so many different injuries and have had to deal with guys being available and not being available, has that kind of added to the chemistry maybe?
I think so, yeah. I think it helped a lot, especially when, I know, Matt and the captain start talking, everybody else want to start talking, so it kind of make it easier for everybody on the court.
Any further questions?
How do you like Atlanta so far?
It's been great. I mean, I was actually really excited and decided to wake up at 7 a.m. this morning and walk around with my brother and see everything. So did that, got to see a lot of things, and you know, I'm really excited for the next couple days when we get to have some crowds at our games and see a lot of people walking through the halls. And it's just been, you know, it's been a wonderful atmosphere. It's been really clean and fun atmosphere.
Great. And what are you most looking forward to doing in your free time? Water slides? Much?
No, I'm not a really good swimmer, but I'll find something to do.